Yo, I know this is so unrelated, y'all, but like, bro, a whole lot of cheese, bro, is scary, bro.
I'm crazy about you, baby. I'm crazy about you, baby. I might pull up to your house. I'm a crazy bitch.
She's like, why is she running out on the street in the middle of the night, bro? Everyone says this, and I just want to say it to get the meme to keep the meme alive. Girl, you is too bad to be acting like this. I feel like I just owe y'all an apology for the lack of y'all thought I was gonna apologize because I haven't uploaded in a while, bro. I'm gonna just be so real with y'all. I have beat block up the ass, bro. I was gonna get into this later on. Every single time I made a beat, that shit was ass. I'm saying I would rather not upload than give y'all shitty beats or Ken Carson beat number 5 billion, bro. With that said, what's good? We bet. It's your boy Real here, and today I'm finna show y'all. I don't know why I got this one dread that just sits right here, but today I'm finna show y'all how to make a beat just like Tic Tac Toe from Lil Tecca's most recent album, Dopamine. Tic Tac Toe featuring Ken Carson. Tecca dropped 17 songs on June 13th for his, what is it, like 4th album, Dopamine. And yeah, normally whenever I do like these project type beats, I always like give my opinion on the album. Low-key, I thought Dopamine was just aight, bro. Like, if you know, Tecca's been having this like summer run every single year where he like barely drops, he'll drop for the summer and then like he disappears. The same way Drake used to save every summer in like the 2010s. That's been like Tecca in the 2020s, bro. It's like a whole different era, like whole different generational like shift basically. But compared to like Tech and We Love You Tecca too, I don't know, like the beats were cool. It's just I felt like I heard a lot of like Tecca's flows he used on like the songs on Dopamine before. So nothing really felt unique or like a breath of fresh air. To people who don't listen to Tecca, that might have sounded like fucking 24K gold to y'all. But I mean, I just thought it was all right. I don't think the album was bad. It's just, it was cool, personally. Songs that I loved off of there, but Half the Plot I thought was dope. Favorite Lie I thought was cool too. It's a Michael Jackson type beat. It's like on some city pop type stuff. It was super different from everything else that was there. And Let You Know I thought was cool. Some other songs that I didn't save that I thought were cool. On Your Own, Boys Don't Cry. I know a lot of people like that one. But today I'm gonna show you how to make something just like Tic Tac Toe. And yeah, that's quite literally about it. If you listen to Dopamine, comment down what your favorite song was below. Yeah, with that said, we're just gonna get into the main thing. If at any moment you enjoy the video, like, comment, subscribe, share around. At the time of recording this, we're at 824 subscribers, so thank you all so much for the love. And I feel like I should plug my like other socials and all that stuff. But yeah, into the main thing. I'll catch you. Oh wait, nah, shit, I got more stuff to tell you. Yo, so I figured out some stuff on my laptop, bro. I had this old ass hard drive, dead ass from 2011. I don't got it in my room, I would have shown y'all. Yeah, that mug had some issues and it was making my laptop lag like crazy. Took that mug out and I also put some more RAM into my laptop, bro. We got true 1080p videos now, bro, and I love it. I love it. That's all I wanted to say. Also, I'm recording my videos slightly differently now. This is how my videos look as I record it, as y'all are seeing on my screen now. But yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I'll catch y'all in the main thing, y'all. Alright, so I just want to start off by saying, if you listen to like Tecca, you would definitely know this is like a beat that's a lot more diverse from his normal sound. This is more of like a Ken Carson style type beat. Right off of here, they have like a super like high element that goes on throughout the main song. So over here, what I did was I went into Purity and I just chose a Panflute. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think I could really show this off because I clicked in a bunch of other pieces, so it's like clashing. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, I just clicked in like some melody with the flute, and this is what it originally sounded like. I'm going to turn off all the effects. So yeah, that's what it sounded like. All I did, I pitch shifted up an octave, and now it sounds like this. This is what it sounds like now. So yeah, mimics that exact like super high pattern that's in the original song. And the way I sectioned this out is I didn't make like a full beat, but I made kind of like an intro, and then I just had like this section over here where like all the drums are. So that's how we're gonna go about breaking down this entire loop that I made over here. But for pattern 2, the first sound that I chose to put on was Big Brass and Xpand. Once again, I said this is like a Ken Carson type beat. I have a bunch of Ken Carson type beats on the channel. If you're trying to watch that, learn how to make some other similar, even darker sounding beats from this, if you're like a fan of Tic Tac Toe. But I got the Big Brass off Xpand. It's like a staple. I love throwing in these type of beats, and I just have it going up the scale right here. So these are all the notes we're playing. We got some EQ, taking out a lot of the lows. Went over to the preset area. Realistically, you could click 40 hertz, like cut, and then you just move this up to whatever sounds nice. I just fucked my shit up. Damn, bro, I gotta reload this. Y'all also did see though, I have like this little like curve right here. All I'm doing is I'm literally just scroll wheeling up, and that's exactly how I got it to do that little thing. So this is how that little big brass sound sounds like right here with the EQ. And yeah, reason that we're EQing the lows out is just to give it that same energy that it originally has. However, we're not keeping a lot of the low end, so whenever we introduce elements like other bass heavy parts like the sub bass or the 808s, it doesn't end up clashing in those low frequencies. So moving on, we're over here in Zenology, and I wanted to put like this Angel's Choir here. Sole reason, I just wanted to kind of like a pad sound that was in the background, and that's only because you can hear in the main beat there's like this like pad that goes on, but I couldn't really find anything with what I had that sounded similar. So yeah, I'm having this play C sharp, and I also do have like some other kind of ambient sounds playing C, so they end up clashing, and it kind of just once again helped to get it to sound like the original beat. So yeah, that's what we got going on right here. Once again, it's just playing C sharp. This is what it sounds like by itself. So yeah, as simple as that. Moving on from there, we're over here in SurgeXT. I've been trying to once again use Surge a lot more. So over here we're in sequences, and I clicked in, I didn't know how to pronounce that. And as I said earlier, we're playing like C on some parts, so it clashes with that Angel's Choir, but it still has like that ambience to it. So we're starting off in C sharp, and then on count 4, right over here, we're playing C until we could just loop it back over. And yeah, we got some effects going on as well. We have a whole lot of EQ going on, taking out a whole lot of the frequencies. Got some chorus, so it's more ambient. Some flanger too. It's a sequence, so I kind of wanted to feel like it's basically just living the whole like side / stereo field. And then we got some imager as well, just slightly increasing the stereo width. So yeah, we boosted that up right there. And yeah, this is what the SurgeXT sounds like by itself. Final element that we have here is the sub bass. So I chose my own sub bass. I have a DOPAMINE deconstructed drum kit once again, just to help all the sounds feel a lot more like, you know, the stuff from the actual album. So I used a sub bass from Tic Tac Toe, but I didn't like it. So I just kind of looked for one with like a similar type of sound that I also thought would fit this beat better. I ended up going with this sub bass. Of course, I had the hold all the way up so nothing bleeds into each other. And what we're doing here is we're playing the exact same notes from the brass. I just have this octaves up so that it doesn't sound distorted with the sound that I have going on right now. Effects that we got here, we got some fruity fast distort. And all I did was I just changed the mix knob to 75%. Still on type A. These are all my settings, obviously, as you can see. And then for the EQ, sub basses kind of also have a little bit more of like a higher, like high mid type of sound too. And I just like wanted to get rid of a lot of that. So that's exactly what I have right over here. But yeah, with all that said, this is exactly what the sub bass sounds like by itself. This is exactly what pattern 2 sounds like for the very intro. So yeah, had to play it twice, of course, because it just sounds cooler that way. But moving on, we're over here now on pattern 1. So we're still keeping this flute in. We're adding just a few extra elements. So just adding more energy until the eventual drop right here. We have in Zenology a trumpet section. I just wanted some more brass sounds. Once again, if you check out the can type stuff, there's like a decent amount of like brass type sounds for those like glow inspired type beats. So I just threw a trumpet section from Zenology on here. Got some EQ going on. We're taking out a lot of those lows. Got some more EQ, taking out a decent amount of those like high mids. Got some chorus. Once again, I almost will always have that on default. I just changed the mix knob. But yeah, it's on 50%. And then I changed the imaging to be up to 57%. This is what that sounds like by itself. And this is what we're doing right here. We're playing the 5th, the power chord of F. And then we're just accenting those notes. Then we're just playing these together. We're playing the 5th of the C chord, the 5th of the C sharp chord. And yeah, this is exactly what it sounds like right here. Next new thing is over here in Purity. We brought back the Panflute, and All the notes that we have right here are the ones that I added onto the Panflute. But yeah, there's just like a lower pattern. There's also, I think, like a lower kind of like flute sound in Tic Tac Toe from what I remember. So I just chose to have something kind of play alongside the top line in a way kind of like a call and response. So yeah, we're taking a good amount of those low frequencies, and yeah, that's really it. This is all that we have right here. And yeah, that just repeats. Next new element we got in Zenology over here, we got a warm lead. If you don't have Zenology for the warm lead, this is quite literally just like a saw lead, but a lot of like the high frequencies are taken off. So you could just put like a low pass and bring like the low pass down a good amount. This is what we're playing right over here. And we're taking away a decent amount of the mids right over here. But yeah, with that said, this is what this sounds like by itself. Our last two elements that we're introducing, I made in Serum. So going into Serum, I chose to have the high filter on, high 24, and then I chose to click in like the little piano roll note, so it also like changes. Right over here, we got oscillator A with the unison up to 5, and we're just on like the basic default like saw wave that appears whenever you open up Serum. No effects on here. I just pull back the volume. But yeah, with that saw sound, all that we're playing is we're just like kind of going down and then back up in this pattern. I kind of wanted to do something similar to Lord of Chaos by Ken, even in the video that I made. There's kind of like that saw sound that basically goes down for the whole oh my gosh, I cannot talk. So yeah, this is what we got right over here. Next sound that we got over here in Serum is this little like basic shape sine wave. So right over here, filter, we have it on high 18. Once again, this piano thing is clicked in, and I changed the envelope so it has some release time. Okay, yeah, so on LFO 2, besides the envelope over here, I have this mapped over to the fine tuning. So all that's gonna happen is it's gonna keep it within the same note, but it's gonna give it kind of like a wobbly feel as it slightly detunes the note it's playing. And that's as simple as how I made this like little sine lead type of sound that's like similar to the spooky lead as Zenology. And last thing that we did here, we have it on mono, and we have this turned on always, and we got the ported time adjusted to 166. And yeah, on the effects, we have the chorus up, and we have that on 43%. This is all that we're playing. It's just on these last bars, we have it going from F to A sharp. So yeah, this is literally how it sounds by itself. And yeah, that was the last element that we have here, besides the drums. So I threw in like just a basic one-step hi-hat the entire way through. Y'all already know what this sounds like, but I'll just play it for y'all. I had the merging slightly up, it's on 50%. But yeah, this is what this sounds like. You already know what that's gonna sound like continuously. And then yeah, I put the snares as well. You already know what this is gonna sound like. It's on 3 and 7. Where is the snare on here? Is this a snare? Yeah, it is. But yeah, this is obviously, you know, just a snare sound. Once again, from that deconstructed DOPAMINE kit that I found online. That mug is loud. And yeah, all that we did, we just took some like EQ, brought down some of the highs just a tad bit. Anyways, this is what this entire pattern sounds like by itself. Of course, we're still keeping this flute. We keep the flute in the whole way through. So yeah, this is what it sounds like. That mug sounds dope, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds clean. Anyways, so right over here for the drop, I just added this "We Gonna Be Okay." I just added this a little crash shatter sound, so this is what it sounds like. In pattern 4, we're taking away the brass section in Zenology, still keeping the little purity flute. We're still keeping the warm lead, and we're still keeping the big brass over here. However, we're just changing the pattern slightly, so we'll go over that in a sec. Keeping the angel choir, but we also have a second angel choir, so we'll go over that in a sec. And then obviously we have the 808, some extra drums, which I didn't link to any mixer tracks, so I'll do that right now. And yeah, we take out the sub bass. So to start off, we're just gonna go over here to the big brass. All that we have it doing is we're just having it play G sharp, like on the and of 3. This is what it sounds like. I mean, it's not anything crazy. Yeah. Minimal thing, but I don't know, it's one of those small little things that I feel like it matters, because this beat by itself isn't super full with like a whole lot of chords and stuff, but it's mainly like a whole lot of layers to support different frequency ranges. If you listen to the beat for Tic Tac Toe as well, the instrumental online, you'll notice compared to like a decent amount of other beats, especially on this project, the beat's like really open for the artist to just like talk on top of. So yeah, I didn't want to have like a whole lot of stuff filling up the entire beat over here, if that makes sense. I need to script some of my videos, Jesus Christ. Over here though, we got Angel's Choir. Again, we have a second one. We have it playing F just for like 2 beats, and then we have it playing F for 2 beats again over here. Simple as that, nothing different from it. Yo, I capped. On this Angel's Choir, we changed the attack to -19, and then we had the release up to 10. Besides that though, all that we have here are some 808s. So this 808 is from Ghoul. But yeah, for the pattern, it's the exact same pattern as that brass from earlier. The exact same thing as the sub bass from earlier. So, I mean, it's as simple as that. We got the hold all the way up. Got the boost up just a tad. I have it on 3% just for this specific 808. We got some soft clipper going on as well. And yeah, besides that, this is what the 808 sounds like by itself. So we got this little open hat going on over here. So it hits on beat 1, then it hits on beat 2, then it just repeats. So this is what the open hat sounds like by itself. Once again, this is from the drum kit, DOPAMINE, Tic Tac Toe, yada yada yada. This is what it sounds like. Last thing that we got a second open hat, and this is supposed to complement the first one. So we got it hidden on beat 2, and then we got it hidden on 4. So this is what it sounds like. We'll just start it from over here so I have like an idea what this last bit sounds like. All together, here are what the drums sound like for the main part of the beat. Here are the melodic parts, and of course I'll play them together. And yeah, here is everything together, y'all. And yeah, that's exactly how I made that little beat, unarranged of course, but for Lil Tecca and Ken Carson, similar to Tic Tac Toe from DOPAMINE. That's the video though, y'all. If at any moment y'all enjoyed, if y'all learned anything or picked anything up, you know, like, comment on what you enjoyed especially as well too. And yeah, share around, all that other stuff. Check out my socials, link tree down below. That's really all I gotta say. It's your boy Real, and I will catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Take care. Fuck with the 2 videos on the side that YouTube wants y'all to watch. Peace.